Happy Saturday and happy St. Patrick's Day for anybody who's in the US and gives a shit about St. Patrick's Day. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Let's turn that down just a smidgen and bring you guys a bit closer to my face. Welcome, welcome. Alright. I'll start with Briars, and then we'll just go in the order we went before. We'll start with line art for this, and then we'll move on. Happy Drunken Irish Day. Alphabetical Foxtrot, are you the same Foxtrot from the Discord, or are you someone new? I can't figure out who anybody is when I, when you change names. Hello! What's going on? We're gonna work on some commissions for a little bit. You are Sully. Okay. Wanted to make sure I knew who you were. I like your new username. Cleaning all day. Yeah, your tank came out really nice. It's a dyer! What's going on, everybody? Wow, there's so many peoples here. They do the sketch. I forgot about yours. Yours was all verbal description, so I forgot about it. Hold up. Sorry, Briar, we'll come back to it. I gotta do all my sketches first, or else my OCD's gonna kill me. I definitely forgot. I was gonna do it, like, off camera, because it was all verbal. Oh, thanks for the tip. Thanks for the bits. You had given me all your description in, text form, and so I had it in my head that I was gonna take, like, an hour to sit down and read it and, like, process it, and I didn't get to it. So we're gonna do that real quick. Let me open up your info on the other screen, and we'll get to it. It was a headshot, right? Guess we're not doing line art today. We're doing a little bit more sketching. Also, you're Switty Mervin Jaegerman Jensen right now. Number 1. Oh, that's right. 3/4 of it. That's right. Thanks. It's been a weird day. Oh, you did give me pictures. Wow. I'm fucking all over the place. He was number 1. I've made that joke like 18 times. Don't let me make that joke anymore. It's a bad joke. Alright. So let's see. Name is Willow. She was. Do you mind if I read any of this out loud while I process it? By the way. So otherwise, you guys are just gonna stare at this nice blank screen for a couple minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna read little, like, I'm not gonna read it, like, word for word, but I'm just gonna, like, snip it a little bit. Like, make sure I'm understanding the character, since it's working with a big block of text just takes me a little bit longer. I can do it. Let's see, we got, She's human, but she was raised by wolves for 2 years. She's expected to be royal, but behaves like a farm girl. Supposed to side with the gods, but she's best friends with a demi-demon. Not have divine blood, but can use spirit energy. Long blonde hair, lilac purple eyes, fair skin, but not too much. Outfits are simple for nobility. Yara. Okay, I think I'm understanding. head slightly tipped down, but her eyes looking up. Straight on at the viewer, so you're thinking, like... And then... we're positioning her hands down here. Dropping on this image. Hey, I can make it work. I just forgot. Mushroom and cheese with garlic Alfredo sauce. Oh, that sounds so good, and I would also be able to eat it. So kind of like that kind of position is what you're thinking. And then all of her various and such. Alright, let's do it! Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys if you wanted to work on commissions tonight, or, murder noodles, but then I remembered I kind of want to do murder noodles on their own night, so I might start on the Veos on Tuesday. For anybody who wasn't watching me freak out in the Discord about it, I designed the Veos sheet layout. Right now it's exactly the same as the Jadoa, but I'm gonna break up these 3 boxes a little differently. Like, this one I think is only gonna be 2 panels instead of 3. We'll see, though. And then I'll just have to convert that color over to the other pages, and we'll get started on that, but that's for another day. Inches, not that big, so I can shrink it down if I need. Will you ever need this for a specific size for, like, printing, by the way? Future point, actually, for pretty much anybody. If you guys ever need, like, specific sizing for your piece, let me know, because I can do it. Right now, I'm gonna have it so that it can be shrunk. Right now, it's like 11 by 19 or something. I try to make it bigger rather than smaller, so that if it needs to be cropped down, it can be. Grab me a red thing. Can't stand tomatoes, so being able to order pizza without tomato sauce is a blessing. Yes. I just can't eat them. Tomatoes just make me throw up. I don't know why. Something about the acid in tomatoes. Lemonade does the same thing to me if the lemonade has too many, like, lemons in it. You want to frame it, but I work in framing, so I know how to make things work. Okay. If you need it bigger and in a different, like, format than 8.5 by 11, I gotta let you know, because I usually try to work it around 8.5 by 11, but... Someone dissing lemons. I'm not dissing lemons. I like lemonade. It just, like, the lemonade has to be, like, I don't know. I have to be kind of careful with lemonade, because the acid from lemonades, like... It doesn't make me throw up as bad as tomatoes, but I sometimes feel gross after I eat lemonade. Eat lemonade, drink lemonade. One of them. Before I started streaming, I was deciding whether or not I wanted to drink any alcohol before the stream, because it's St. Patrick's Day, but also I was really fucking tired. I took a nap, and it was like the best nap of my life. But I haven't taken a nap, like a daytime nap, in a long time. But I really needed to take a nap, and I woke up and I was like, I want to drink alcohol so bad because I'm cold, but also I'm gonna fall asleep. But I actually feel fine right now. I'm actually pretty alright. How do you draw human faces? That's a good question. Let's answer that question today. How do you do human faces? I haven't drawn humans in so long. How to do the other eye, like that. Pretty sure the anatomy on this is all kinds of fucked up, so you have to give me a minute. I would tell you guys about the thrilling excitement of my day, but I spent my entire day at the auto body shop getting my car fixed. So, is this Terraria music? It is. Dire Crow went ahead and added a whole bunch of new music to the playlist, so you can... Yeah, okay, yeah, I can flip her up a little bit. I feel like I might have a little bit better time with Terraria than Minecraft, so I know they're not that similar, like they're similar enough, but certainly not opposed to a little bit of Terraria. Hello! I'd be down. I'm surprised that I'm actually genuinely surprised that a game like Subnautica, with all the crafting and swimming and repetitive stuff, I'm surprised that hasn't given me any closed-eye hallucinations. So maybe I can handle something like Terraria. Can you please grab the rotate tool? Thank you. Christ. Most played Steam game. I've never seen it, but since so anybody who didn't see my notification on Steam and Steam Discord and just kind of showed up for the stream. We're watching after the stream tonight, probably at like 9:30. We'll switch over to Rabbit and we're gonna watch. What was it? What We Do in the Shadows? Is that the name of it? Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows. It's kind of like a horror mockumentary, so it's more humor than horror. From what I know of it, I've never actually watched it, so I'm really excited. Although, not gonna lie, before we start this, we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to take a quick break and make, like, popcorn or something, because I'm gonna be starving the stream. Terraria's pretty fun. Yeah, I've heard pretty good things about it. How's that for her face, Aubrielle? Well, let me grab your pen, because I accidentally... Yeah, when they label it horror, it's because it features vampires, not because it's scary. Technically, it's called a horror comedy, but it's not, like, actual horror. It's much more comedy than horror. Narrower nose. Okay. I'm gonna make her eyes a teeny bit smaller too. I kind of drew them because I kind of drew them this big because your one reference, she has big like anime eyes, but don't need to be. Although I'm not kind of feeling the... I'm gonna keep flipping it because human faces are a little awkward for me. human faces. You beautiful monstrosity. Oh, no. You know what? I'm gonna start that over. We're just gonna do this the right way instead of trying to draw on top of the thing. I'm gonna do this the correct way and just draw the face. Down a little bit. Yeah, slightly less tipping, okay. I think when I rotated it from a tipped angle to a not tipped angle, I think I might have screwed it up. So just give me a second. I have to relearn how to draw faces. I haven't drawn a human in so long. It's unreal. You said that this is a character from one of your books. Is it a book you're planning to get published at some point? Or is it more like posted online for people to enjoy sort of thing? Narrower nose. That from not getting too wide. That's so cool. I hope you share it with us when it's done. I may have to look up some nose reference because noses are really fucking hard to draw from the front. Willow's the protagonist. Okay. Working on the last round of editing. Oh, that's really cool. So you're actually getting pretty close to being done with it. Scoot her up just... I singular up just a little bit. Anybody doing anything interesting for St. Patrick's Day? Any plans? Guess not if you're here, but you know... You never know, you could have just stopped in real quick to say hi and then be skedaddling in a little while just to get on with whatever your plans are. Just playing some Doom. Hey, that works. I gotta get back into Breath of the Wild. I haven't played in a little while. Mostly just because I haven't had time. They're selling a thing you've wanted for months. Oh, well, at least you got the thing you wanted, right? Making a woodland mansion into a nice house in Minecraft. Oh, that's cool. I always liked taking, like, pre-existing things in Minecraft and turning them into houses. Like living spaces. Like, I did that, I actually think I did that on stream once. I found a village, in Minecraft, and I turned it into... like I fixed up the town, I like made it so the villagers could get into all the buildings because sometimes they're derpy and... You like these eyes? Okay, sweet. And that was kind of fun. I, like, fixed, like, I, you know, claimed the forge as my house, so I kind of built onto it. More of a serious mouth. Okay, less smite. No, you be picky. You, especially when I'm working on something like that I'm not comfortable with. Let me know if I'm messing something up, because I gotta figure out what it is that I'm doing that I don't like. So if you see something you don't like, that's really helpful. Beat my first silver Lionel, I think, overnight. I turned into a parry master because I was parrying attacks left and right. Yeah, I was too. When I fought my first one, I was suddenly parrying really well, and I was like, wait. How am I suddenly good at this game? Pretty sure he put the whole album, but I also don't know Terraria that well, so... RNG just favored them. Yeah, that too. It gets shuffled. Yep, it is shuffled. It just likes them. Hey, look, some Undertale. Oh no, you shot your rooster into the tappy pen. Goodbye, rooster. Rest in peace, rooster. Roost in peace. How's that for her face? Here, because I don't like it. Undertale had some really good music. I will probably cover them with Air, to be honest. That will probably end up happening. I'm gonna define her chin just a little bit more, but like not a whole lot, just enough. Got lots of curls. Okay, good. I like drawing curly hair. Curly hair's fun. Drawing the ears on, even if I cover them up, helps me figure out where the side of her head is. So I'll probably draw them in. Because I also have to draw her head in order to draw her, I have to draw her head in order to draw her hair, so... Dyer's picked out some really good music for our playlist to get a little bit of Crypto the Necrodancer, a little bit of... Oh, just a little bit of everything. It doesn't... I'm gonna extend her jaw just a little bit. I don't know how young she's supposed to be, but she's looking a little bit like a young child. Just, do that. That should help quite a bit. Let me also pull her eyes up a little bit. There we go. That proportion is better to me. $60 to $17. Okay, yeah. So super soft features don't make a ton of sense. Like, soft features, but not so soft that she looks like a kid. Pretty please. Not sure what to do with her expression, though. Like, I feel like I should do something more with it. That keeps happening with, well, I don't know if it's on this playlist anymore, but there was a song on one of the other I think on the other playlist that I could have sworn was from a Kirby game, and it wasn't. Or no, it was a Kirby song that I thought was from Skyward Sword for some reason. Between determined and I have no idea what I'm doing. Pretending to know. Well, it would help if I didn't make her eyebrows arched. We share the thoughts. You and I are connected, yes. We're all connected. The Axie Stack is all interdimensionally connected across time and space. It's beautiful. Alright. I think I'm happy with that face. I think that looks pretty good. I've been saying that for like 4 minutes, but I actually think I'm pleased with that one, so. Does she have bangs? Or no bangs? Inside of the left eye a bit more pointy. Or left or our left. Face framing bangs. Okay. That? Okay. That is a face that's ready to fuck shit up. She is determined as fuck. Yeah, you good? I mean, it's canon. She can come back from the dead and mess with space-time, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know nothing about your story. Oh boy. Always flip your canvas, but also never flip your canvas. Just don't do it. All it will do is bring you pain and suffering. Oh my god, human faces, why are you so hard? Her eye's really bugging me a lot. I messed up her iris on this eye, I think. Yeah, it's such a good thing to do, it just hurts me. It just also brings you a lot of pain and suffering. Frickety frack. Eyes, please. Why are you like this? Bear with me. I have to work through my inner demons. The blank alien eyes. Yes. Perfect. Do not proceed further. They are perfect. It's amazing how much I have forgotten how to draw human faces, though. Oh, it's just that I can never decide if I like drawing the pupil first or the iris first. But the one pupil was off by a little bit, so it was making her look like weirdly backwards cross-eyed, and it was really bugging the shit out of me. Should be good to go now. I keep fiddling until I hate it. That's how you do. That's how you art. You just fiddle with it until you hate it. Life lesson to anybody in the chat who's an artist. You're gonna fiddle with it until you... That's how it works. Alright, let's tackle the hair. And I'm gonna try not to touch the face until I'm done with the hair, and then we can go back to the face if it starts bugging me again. Well, I'm glad you like it so far. That's all that matters, is that you like it. Oh, I wish I had more to talk about. You would think after I had some alcohol in my system I'd actually have something to say, but my entire day was sitting at the car dealership. I spent all day waiting for my car to get fixed. Kinda wild. The fact that the guy was gonna let me leave with a half-dead battery, with like a mostly dead battery, was probably the funniest part of my day, though. Did they actually fix it? Yeah, well, yeah, they fixed it. I don't know why it took them 4 hours to do it. What happened to my car was that the check engine light came on again, and it wouldn't start. Well, it started, it just was, like, stalling when it was starting, like, the key was turning the engine was turning a whole lot, and it just wouldn't, like, I don't really know what half those phrases mean, to be honest. The car was taking forever to start up, so I called, and they let me have an appointment today to get it looked at, and, I went to an AutoZone yesterday when it was, you know, not starting, and they told me that it was the, something called a camshaft something sensor, positioning sensor, I think was what it was called. And basically that's like an electrical thing for your car. And so I took it to Midas, and they looked at it, and they were like, oh yeah, there's a short in the wire. We're gonna take the whole car apart to fix it. But it took them like 2 hours to even get to my car to like figure out what the problem was. And then, when they finally figured it out, the guy was, like, going up along the circuit, trying to see if there were any other shortages or what might have caused the short that he found, and while he was doing that, the two wires became unseparated and the short stopped happening, so he couldn't fix it because there was nothing to fix. He sort of accidentally fixed it while he was looking for the solution. So he pulls my car outside in front of the store, and he comes out and he's like, we're not going to charge you for it because, you know, we didn't really fix anything. It sort of fixed itself, and we can't fix, you know, we can't charge you for something we didn't fix, so we're not gonna charge you for it. And he goes, and just keep an eye on it, you know, if it gives you any trouble, let me know. And so I said to him, I was like, so is the car not gonna have trouble starting anymore? Because sometimes it doesn't want to start, especially when it's cold out. And he goes, oh no, that's happening because your battery's almost dead. And I looked at him like, did you know that my battery was almost dead? Because in that case, are you gonna fix it? And I was like, does that have something to do with why my camshaft thing died? And he was like, oh no, I just noticed that it was kind of low. It seemed like it was low because the car doesn't want to start. I was like, you're gonna let me leave with a mostly dead battery? So I had him take it back inside, and the manager actually, well, the temporary manager, because the manager just quit manager, he went out, and he was usually the head mechanic because their manager up and quit on them. He's now like the temporary manager. But he goes back there and looks at it, and he's like, okay, yeah, so your battery is almost completely empty. Do you want us to change it? Can you, though? So I ended up waiting another hour and a half for them to fix that, because they had to go to another store to get my battery, get me a new battery, so they had to wait for the guy from the other store to deliver it. It was... The other mechanic was gonna let me leave with a dead battery. I was like, friend. Frienderino. You can't tell me that my battery is almost dead and then let me leave. Stop that. I wasn't even mad about it, because it was just the absurdity of it was like, what? Really? Hey, 4B, what's going on? Yeah, it was kind of a shitty way to spend a Saturday, but you know what? It could have been worse. It could have still been my catalytic converter. I would have spent the rest of the night. Or if it was my catalytic converter, that would have taken them all day to fix. And at some point, I'm gonna have to get that camshaft thing fixed. But for right now, it's not like the most crucial thing I could possibly be getting done. So as long as it doesn't short out again, I should be okay. How's it going for me? I have a small list of things that my car should be attempting to do at some point in its existence. Like, I have, like, a small list of things that my dad and I are just expecting are going to happen to the car at some point. Like, I know that the air compressor's, on the fritz. The air compressor will die eventually, and it will probably die right in the middle of summer when it's 114 degrees outside. Like, that's probably what's gonna happen. And I will have to drive to work with no air conditioner. Again. But... right now, the air compressor's fine. Now I know the catalytic converter's giving me issues. At some point, I'm gonna have to get that fixed, but I'm not gonna get it fixed right now. You just watched a fish stream for like an hour. And axolotl's a fish too. Axolotl is technically a salamander, actually. They are not a fish, although they might as well be a fish because they really don't do anything. Drawing titties on the stream, except I'm not gonna draw nipples on them, so I don't know how exciting that is. I also elongated the shit out of her body when I was drawing it. When I was sketching the pose. Luckily there was a couple there that was getting their truck fixed, and they were really nice. Chatted with me for a while, so I didn't go totally stir crazy. And also, I played Pokemon Go for a little bit, and I caught a shiny Lugia, so that was pretty cool. I don't know why people shit on spoofing apps. I mean, I know why they shit on spoofing. I physically could not leave the office, and so I just, had their thing to wander up and down the street and do raids whenever there are people in the gyms. I just snuck into people's gyms. No, I found a Lugia raid at the park down the street that I couldn't get to because it would have taken me too long to walk, and so I went to somebody, so I just waited until somebody showed up. I watched some people fill into the gym, and then I just kind of, snuck in there, like, mind if I do this raid with you? Today is a special day. Why is today a special day? Alright. The hard part. Hands. That one I'm gonna look. Oh, cradled hands holding a baby bird. Those arms are like the worst thing I've ever drawn. What the fuck am I doing? Arms, please. I like her hair a lot. I'm really proud of the hair. Oh, yeah, St. Patrick's Day. I always forget about St. Patrick's Day, mostly. I don't read anything for St. Patrick's Day. A lot of babies. Cradled hands. Egg. Ready to scroll down. That. You're thinking like that. Random Q-tip pick. Not the right angle, but I did it. Also, that is the tiniest goddamn frog I've ever seen in my life. Well, for our great St. Patrick's Day, we will be watching a horror-themed mockumentary about vampires. So, Halloween instead. Not a great angle, but see, like, I'm pretty good at rotating the angle in my head, so it gives me a pretty decent idea of like where certain things go, and then I can slim up the fingers like as I go. But you know, right now her fingers are a little bit chunky. But it at least gives me the general like angle and like the positioning of it. It gives me the positioning, which is actually maybe more. I struggle with the positioning a little bit, but 10 p.m. It is 8. It's almost 9 o'clock here. I don't know what my grandma's cooking, but it's super gross. Oh no. You find out, let me know. Oh, I said it at 9:30. Well, at 9:30. So tonight's Stack Saturday. So we either play Jackbox games or we do we watch a movie. So in about half an hour, we're gonna hop over to Rabbit and we're gonna watch a movie. And the movie happens to be fucking Windows Defender. Windows Defender just popped up and was like, "We did not find any issues with your computer." Way to scare the absolute Christ out of me. I thought you were gonna tell me my computer had a virus or something. Yeah, so in about a half an hour, we're gonna switch over to Rabbit and watch a movie, and we're gonna watch, What We Do in the Shadows, which is a horror-themed mockumentary about vampires. But, instead of watching a movie that has something to do with St. Patrick's Day, we're gonna watch something that probably fits better on Halloween, but, Well, I'm gonna pop the link in the chat after this is over, so you guys can come and hang out, so you are more than welcome to join us for me. The more the merrier. It's actually a lot of fun. Were you at Cass's movie night? Because that was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I don't remember what she watched, though. I was kind of in and out because I was working on something. Like, I had to do something for work. So you missed it. It was pretty cool. It was a fun time. Well, now you can join in on this one. I've heard good things, and it stars Taika Waititi, and I already fucking love him. So, gonna pass? Eh, that's all right. Oh, Sir Alvin. By the way, sorry, I was gonna work on your line art, but then I remembered that I completely forgot about Aubrielle's commission just entirely. So we had to finish. I gotta finish this first. Not telling me to watch stuff longer than 20 minutes. Gotcha. How long is it? I don't remember. It's probably like an hour. Taika Waititi is just a funny dude, so I'm ready. I watched a little bit of the beginning just to make sure that the audio quality on the video I found was good, so should be good. Should be. She's got this, like, weird motherly pose with her hands, like, across her stomach, but then, like, her face is like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Little bit. Which I guess is probably a pretty good face for, like, you know, a mom to have. Moms are ready to fuck shit up at any time. I have an idea for you if you like for another stream. Alright, let's get her outfit on. Go from there. This brown corset thing you've got here, that goes on top of, like, the Morgana dress you have above that. Gabrielle. The dress under that. Okay. Let me erase her head off her hair. Bodice piece. Okay. You got it. Probably not gonna get to probably not gonna get into any other art tonight. This is probably gonna be the only two. How about this arm and the back's bug? Totally not your fault. I wasn't really sure what we were going to work on tonight, to be honest, because I really want to work on my Veos now that I've got their character sheet lined out. Like, I've got the new color for the, like, the pattern for them, so, like, that's all I want to work on now. So I was actually going to ask if you guys wanted me to, like, would be okay with me working on that instead, but I gotta get the commissions done at some point, so... Sir Alvis is coming for you. %90 of art. Draw it. Hate it. Draw it again. Never mind your idea. I like any ideas you guys have. You know, if you got an idea for something we could do, or literally anything, you let me know. I like suggestions, mostly because I am a poor soul. What's that about vampires for me? I think I missed a comment somewhere along the lines because I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, the movie we're gonna watch is a mockumentary, which is kind of like it basically means that it's like a fake documentary. So it's like it's like pretending to be a documentary, but it's not actually a documentary. So that's I don't know if you guys have that word in French, like mockumentary. 'Cause you're from France, right? If I remember our discussions in Cass's stream correctly, you're French, right? It's definitely about vampires, like actual vampires. It's just more of a fake documentary than an actual documentary. It's pretty funny, from what I've heard. Yeah. You'll understand once you see it. It's pretty interesting. But I've heard very good things about it, just in general, so I'm excited to watch it. Alright, that bugs me slightly less. Kinda bugs me. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think her portions are okay? I feel like something's still bothering me, like, a lot. I'm gonna put her, on. Looks very masculine. Really? What about her is masculine? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't think I see what you're seeing. Wins are hard. I draw Anne. I appreciate your attempt to help even though you are tired. I do have pets. I have an axolotl, I have fish, and I have, cat. I know girls can have thick eyebrows, but let me just see if that helps any. What it's like to have an axolotl is, mostly that they want food all the time, and you end up almost getting your hand bitten, even though they can't really do any damage and it doesn't hurt literally at all. Axolotls basically have two states. Very interested or very not interested. There is no in between. They either care or they do not. And since I forgot to feed him yesterday, he was very excited about everything. Every time he saw me, he just, like, flipped out. He actually bit the glass and, like, knocked over one of his rocks. And I was like, dude, you need to relax. He was having zero semblance of chill that day. Today, he was just like, food, now, please, yes. He's, pretty good. shoulder? What is a black devil spike snail? Hey, Vanda, what's going on? What are you doing? Look, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Working on some sketch stuff. And also, I'm working on a commission, mostly. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. What's going on? How are you? Do you want all these, like, gold, like, accoutrements that are on this dress? Accoutrements, I think that might be a word. I don't know. I was say, is it one like the first one where it goes under the breasts, or is it above that? This is under the breast. That's right, I said the word breasts. What are you gonna do about it? Wasn't here in a while because you stream at like 3 in the morning. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think I stream pretty early for some of you guys. And yes, I agree that this aren't. Kind of like Sula Resi rabbit snails, but the shell ends in a spike and they're more hardy. What kind of, like, benefit do they have for your tank? Or are they just cool? Like, do they eat algae and stuff? Or are they just neat to look at? Sir Alpham. Yeah, that is not the same thing, my friend. I mean, yes, you strap it on, but that's... Yeah, yep. You knew. How's work? Work is, interesting for me. Work is interesting. Oh, see you later. Glad you could stop in just for a second. So, it's kind of like... Yes, it's happening. Work is happening. We keep trying to get people to buy our products, and then as soon as somebody shows interest, we change everything. So that's been pretty fun and kind of frustrating. But yeah, it's going. We're doing our best. Happy St. Patrick's Day, stop sign. See you later. Right, I think. Your arms are... And we adjust. If this is any indication of why you shouldn't beat yourself up when your artwork doesn't come out right the first time, I don't know what to tell you. I'll probably fiddle with this later in the week and just, like, not know what I'm doing. I think you guys all saw the same thing, so that's good. That means it was something that definitely needed to be fixed. Yep, oh, it keeps changing. Yep, everything just all the time. And my boss thought I was screwing around on the internet the one day, and I wasn't, but I was researching a project, but he thought I was messing around on the internet, so he got mad at me, and I got in trouble for it, which is why I haven't been at any of Cass's streams, because... Yeah. Because I'm not allowed on the internet. I didn't do anything, but he was in a bad mood that day, and since my back faces the hallway, he saw my computer and decided to rip into me. That was just kind of... Just, I got unlucky that day, but now I've had to be really careful at work. So I usually only come and visit, like, Cass's stream, I really only come visit Cass's stream just like in the middle of like my lunch. You know, I use my lunch to come say hello and just hang out for a couple minutes because I can't stay too long. Especially if my boss doesn't go out for lunch, I have to just keep working, which is stupid. It's dumb that I can't just take my lunch, but I have to keep working lunch because bosses. But hey, you know, we're right. This one. I mean, it's kind of foreshortened. Her hands are really big. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Just even more altering. That arm is gonna look a lot better when I shade it, yeah, because I'm gonna have to be able to define, like, where it is. Because it's definitely foreshortened quite a bit, like... I suppose I could have tried to make this a little more straight on, but I didn't, so... Sorry. Hands so thick she could slap you back to the 90s. Yep. That's what happens when you have to draw the hands like 8 times and they... Not allowed to be on the internet while I'm at work. Yep. That's pretty much what happened. Now that feeling I could be working like 99% of the time, and the moment I look at my phone or go to the bathroom, that's when someone notices you. Exactly. Yep, so that's been my life at work. I'm allowed to use the internet at work for, like, researching products, but if my boss thinks I'm not working, then I get in trouble. I mean, it's totally, like, I get it, especially if I was actually screwing around, like, you know, if I were fucking around on the internet, absolutely, you know, yell at me, get me in trouble. Her hands look real fucking awkward right now, and I do not know why. One on our left is still a little bit beefy. Yeah, let me see if I can find... Problem with searching this particular pose is that you get a lot of pregnancy pictures, and I just don't, like... Yeah, if you can find a reference, that would be pretty helpful. I got like 10 minutes. And we'll switch over to movie. Give her finger guns. Like... Hey! I think I just have to find good reference of the pose you... Alright, let's totally redo her arms. Let's just remove arms entirely, including finger guns. Sorry, finger guns. Must be. brought up a picture on my other computer, mostly because I don't think you guys need to see like 600 pictures of pregnant women, but, the finger guns. Oh, okay, more like an offering, you think? That may or may not make this easy. Let me... Is that what you were thinking originally and I misunderstood you, or are you kind of just coming up with something else? I don't have to struggle. The struggle is real, but also not unexpected. Anytime I have to draw humans, it goes like 4 times as slow. That cape. Hands are still down here. They're probably like on your computer. Is there any significance behind this particular pose choice to the story that doesn't spoil it, or just this was kind of just something that fit? I'm curious about your story. Other hand kind of underneath here. I do have a YouTube. I upload all of the archives from the stream there. I don't actually do any, like, you know, isolated videos just for YouTube, but if you ever miss a stream and you want to watch it again and it's been a couple of weeks and it's not on Twitch anymore, it's probably on my YouTube. I think I'm the only one in my circle of Twitch friends that does that, though. Why am I drawing this lady? This is a commission for Aubrielle. She is the main character of Aubrielle's novel. And she needs art done, so here we are. Subnautica. Yeah, I've been playing Subnautica on Tuesday, or not Tuesday, Monday and Wednesday. We're getting to something kind of interesting, I think. So Monday, I'm really excited for Monday. Doing the boy thing. What? Boy. Yeah. Alright, that already feels like 100 times better. How do you like the game? I like the game a lot. I think it's a really cool game. Anybody who hasn't played it, I really recommend checking it out, because it's just a lot of fun. It's kind of a good, like, crafting builder kind of game, but it's got this weird, like, element of mystery as well. In a way that, like, Minecraft doesn't. Like, there's a lot of lore, there's a story and everything, and it's really cool. It is a little bit horror. You end up in a lot of deep, dark ocean places, so if you don't like the deep ocean, you know, not a good game. There's some spooky ghosts, and a lot of people died, so, you know, there's definitely some horror elements coming from, especially from coming from some of the creatures and exploring some of the real deep, dark, like, caverns. But I would not say that it is explicitly a horror game. It is much more of an exploration. It just has some horror elements to it. It's very fun. It's very cool. There's a lot of really neat things going on with it. So if you're around Monday or Wednesday, you should come hang out, because I'm gonna play it. Find notes in a bunker or a submarine. Yeah, there was a game that was really similar to it that came out before it, maybe? I watched Manga Minx play it. It was some kind of similar, like, you start out in a base and you can expand the base. Like, you don't get to choose location or anything, but you could, like, swim down into the depths to get more supplies, and, like, you could modulate the inside of it. It was kind of... It was similar, but not the same. I don't know if maybe even it was, like, a test, like, demo kind of thing for it. I don't remember what it was. Alright, let's get her tiara in there, since I think I'm a little bit happier with the... Actually, let's do her sleeves. Speaking of Subnautica, this is some music from Subnautica. Subnautica has pretty cool music. Do you want the long flowy sleeves, or do you want the long sleeves? Yes, that's what I was gonna ask, but you read my mind. Have a good night, Fanta. Glad you could stop by for a little while. Glad to see you for a little bit. Not what you meant. Wait. Wait, I back up. Oh, you want, like, the sleeve where it goes to her fingers. You want, like... Oh, this is the theme that plays when everything's on fire. I'm glad Dyer put the fire theme in. So they're like that. Yeah, that music got real loud for a second, sorry. We're gonna have to go through and I'm gonna have to go through and rebalance all of the music, because do you want this like band that's around the wrist area, around the elbow area rather? It was about someone sleeping at night and there was a corpse ghost in the wall next to him, and that thing would get out but he'd think he was dreaming. Interesting. I don't play a lot of horror games, mostly because I just don't... It's not my style. It's not like a style of game I typically enjoy playing. It's not that I get scared by them, it's just I find them kind of cliche after a while, and so I have to be, like, really interested in a particular horror thing. But I like watching other people play horror games. Yes, praise Actobottle, he does his... Does she wear her... I guess she wears her tiara the same way that these, I have no idea how to fucking pronounce this character that you've sent me. Elianwin? Gold stitching around. Okay. So they'll be like here. Probably some across like... Yes, I'll do it in color, but there'll be some around here. Yes, you can. You have to go into the settings on your actual account. I mean, it'll be like this. I'll draw it in for... Like that. Let me look it up, because I have to open it up for this... I have to open it for 4 minutes anyway. Oh. Rabbit, where are you going? Let me open it up on this computer and then I can show you this. Oh yeah, I tried to log into Rabbit too many times because my password got fucked up and it was like, oh, your account's been frozen. I was like, excuse me? Yeah, you go into settings and notifications and you turn off sounds, I believe it is. I think if you have this one checked, it does the thing. So that's you go to Rabbit and you click on the thing next to your picture and you do settings. And then in there. Okay. Oh, it's down across her forehead. Okay. So hopefully that helps you guys. If anybody else, I'll run. Yes. So I'm gonna draw it with the shape of his first. Does it go over her hair? I know this is not the shape. Probably adjust her hair a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty annoying, and I actually looked it up during Cass's stream trying to figure out how to fix it. Because yeah, it's pretty obnoxious. It's much the stream is much nicer when it's There you go. Now it's over. Alright. Now let's make it actually look like the one you sent me instead of it being like an awkward World of Warcraft crown. The chat feature is really nice. Yeah, I enjoy the chat a lot. I like that it's not, like, audio-based. So you kind of don't, like, it's not like people are talking over each other. It's just, but it's a nice way to talk to somebody during the movie and make jokes without actually interrupting any of the information. Because it works out really well for me, because I'm the kind of person that likes to make shitty remarks during the movie, but I'm always worried I'm gonna, like, ruin it for somebody. You know? Like, I don't want to ruin the movie for somebody by, like, making jokes over it, but at the same time, like, so many things to say, there's so many jokes to make. When I went to see Beauty and the Beast, the new, like, live-action version, with a friend of mine from, when I worked at Babies R Us, she brought some friends of hers with us, and, the one girl was exactly like me. You know, wanted to just make funny comments, so we sat next to each other during the movie, and just the whole time we were, like, whispering back and forth, like, oh my god, it's Gaston! Oh my god! Like, just making stupid remarks the whole movie. Probably still because I still have some remnant lines in here. Let me adjust. And yeah, it's probably all. Heads are weird because they always look too big because of the hair, but I think it's okay. Not full screen, stop it. Especially now that I slimmed it down for the tiara. Now you can, like, tell that I had it a little bit off. Should be good now. You guys are gonna get all kind of sassy remarks from me during our movie, so get ready for that. Beautiful. Curly hair is interesting in line art because I kind of just make it up as I go, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Alright, I think that's her. I think she's done. It only took me an hour and a half. I think I got it. Let me crop this down. How do you remove the popping sound? Here, I'll go through it again. So you go to Rabbit, right here, click on your icon up here, you click on the little drop down on your icon, and you go to settings, and when you're in here, you want to look at this bar up the top here, and you click on notification, and then you, I believe these two, if you uncheck them, that stops them. So that's for anybody who's going to the movie night in just a couple minutes. Let's see. You love her? Awesome. Alright, good. Good. Ah! Nugget subbed and dropped something into the tip jar. Eve has even more to watch. Nugget, what's going on? I'm showing everybody how to, wow, 5 months in a row, dude. You're the real MVP. Rabbit, why are you taking 800 years to live? What are you doing? It's got such a like a long title that I keep mixing up the words with like synonyms. This. Coco is a Pixar movie, if you were talking about the same thing. Oh, Ryarkra's here too. Look at you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna grab the rabbit link for you guys. So I was showing everybody, for anybody who's coming to movie night, if you are annoyed by the popping and the blooping sounds made by Rabbit, you go to the main page, click on the little drop down where your name is, and you go to settings, and then you go to notifications. It's gonna be across the top bar here, and then you click on, you just uncheck sounds. And that should fix it. So in case anyone's coming to movie night and is annoyed by that. Yep, Briar's got you. It is a horror mockumentary about vampires. You're only sorta here. Gotcha. Well, I'm actually about to finish up art for the night, so we're gonna go ahead and watch a movie. So, thanks guys for coming to hang out for the art portion of Stack Saturday. And, let me see if I can find... Trying to find a link that, I brought it up before to make sure that it was a movie we could watch, and now I can't figure out which link is the link I want. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. Let me grab the link for the room. And, right. Grab the link. Copy the link. Alright, guys. I'm posting the link in the chat. That's where we're headed. I'm probably gonna take a couple minutes before the movie starts to, get it to even fucking work at the moment. But also to, go make some popcorn, because I'm starving. So, let me go make some food, and also refresh this page. So, yes, I'm gonna post it in the Discord also. Everybody's piling in, I see. I don't know what this is. It's supposed to be the movie, but it's not loading, so give me a moment. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna hang out in the Twitch stream anymore. I'm probably gonna close down the stream and just scoot over here. I guess I could stay, but there's always the fear of stream delay, and I don't want, like, you guys to have to deal with me chattering, so... Supposedly it. And I think this was the link I opened before, but I can't get it to start. Just buffers for ages. Alright, guys, I'm gonna switch on over to Rabbit. I'll see you guys over there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you later. Bye!